Is it exciting to see your name in print? When you first start as a young scientist, or at least when I first started 30 years ago or so, it was super cool to get a copy of the journal in which your scientific paper had been published. In those days, this was before the internet, so you literally had to wait for a physical copy to arrive in the mail. And it would arrive in the mail and you would open up this journal and then you would see the title of the article and your name, as the author of this scientific paper. And that was super exciting. And as I got a little bit older, actually I found the excitement was really achieved earlier and earlier in the temporal sequence of the process of scientific discovery. I found that actually I didn't need to wait to get the physical copy of the journal when I saw the galley proofs. Before publication, the publisher will send you a print version of your paper for you to look at and correct and make sure there are no mistakes. And that was the excitement. The rest didn't matter, then it was published, who cared, at some point later on. And then eventually I got excited at an earlier stage in the process. I didn't need to see the galley proofs, I just needed to see the acceptance. Did the journal accept the paper? And once they accepted the paper, then the rest, would just happen. They would be galley proofs and it'd be published, and who cared? And then later on, I got excited at an even earlier stage. I didn't need the paper to be accepted, I just needed to submit the paper. You finish the work, you submit the paper, maybe the first journal rejects it, maybe the second journal rejects it, but eventually it'll be accepted somewhere, and then you'll see the galleys, and then it'll be in print. And so just submitting the paper was enough. And then as I got older, it was even earlier. I didn't need to submit the paper, I needed to write the paper. Just writing the paper was enough. Once I finished writing the paper, I was like, oh, this is what I wanted to say. This is the discovery. This is the thing I had in my mind. And then as I got older, it was even earlier than that. Actually, I just needed to see the results. I just needed the scientific output, before we'd even written the paper. That was the most exciting part of the whole sequence of publication. And now I've gotten to the point where I don't even need to see the results. I just need to have the idea. Just having the idea is the most exciting part. And the rest will just follow. You'll do the work, and then you'll write the paper, and then you'll submit the paper, and maybe resubmit it, and edit the paper, and then it'll be typeset, and then it'll be published. But really, the peak excitement is now at the very beginning, actually, of the process.